जुग पूजी तुम्हार दिया पिटाई देउल दुआर दिया पिटाई मणिमा मणिमा दुआर दिया पिटाई देउल दुआर दिया पिटाई बेसुरा बीणा रे सुर देव तुमे बेसुरा बीणा रे सुर देव तुमे गाइबे गीत मु तब शुभ नामे गाइबे गीत मु तब शुभ नामे आस प्रेममय कल्याण बरसे आस प्रेममय कल्याण बरसे आस प्रेममय कल्याण बरसे बहुल मोर में हस फुटाई बहुल मोर में हस फुटाई देउल दुआर दिया पिटाई देउल दुआर दिया पिटाई मणिमा 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 देउल दुआर दिया पिटाई देउल दुआर दिया पिटाई पूजी विपयर तीर लटाई पूजी विपयर तीर लटाई देउल दुआर दिया पिटाई देउल दुआर दिया भावबन्धन मोचन पूज्यवरं गुणहीनमसे सगुणाधिपतिं भावभीरुजने सततं वरदं प्रणमामि गुरुं कल्पतरुं प्रणमामि गुरुं शिव कल्पतरुं। जय गुरु। जय गुरु।
Nigam 263. Direct realization. Religion is not merely words. Religion is realization. So it is rightly said, Svalpa apyasya dharmasya prayate mahatma bhaya. real practice of religion saves one from great fear and danger. Today, this spiritual realization has been lacking in Bharat. Most of those who claim to be religious, scholarly, and upholder of religion have not been able to realize religion in the innermost part of their heart. There cannot be strength of spirit without realization. Do those who are verbally religious have that strength of spirit and firm faith? Dharma. Religion is envisaged in your direct realization. Utilize and consolidate all your endeavor and energy till you process that prodigious realization. On purification of body containers, one can have direct realization of religion with that body. Then, body is no longer inert and physical. Its every atom is transformed with sattvic spirit. Such realization comes after ceaseless tapasya. It is impossible to get the slightest touch of the divine feeling and living so long as an atom of impurity of body and mind is present. I want you to be examples by becoming real upholder of dharma, felt along your body, mind, and heart. I don't pay any attention to find out who has acquired more spiritual knowledge. Those who have reflected the spiritual principles in their life are extremely dear to me. For this reason, those who have little knowledge of reading and writing but have sincerely endeavored to materialize one instruction of mine with tremendous love and honor are the gospel of Vedas, or I consider my intimate disciples. On knowing the beneficent will of God in the midst of prosperity and adversity, you should try to build up life so that you can humbly bow and accept His gift and progress on the path of your goal with patience and tolerance. I bless you. May sacred wisdom arise in you and consolidate your sincerity. Attend peace and solace in joy and sorrow. If you have faith, your mental prayer will easily produce results. Adopt only one principle. One can manage deception in all areas, but deception even in the smallest person won't do in religious practice. Nowadays, all people want to acquire hidden spiritual principles with little effort. Is it possible at all? Now, they have developed as a natural habit, an impatience and intolerance towards stolen sadhana. I do not find patience in anyone to obey without any consideration my advice and instruction with love and sincerity. Can religion be realized only with words? I feel fatigued by giving advice continuously. I don't like to impart any further advice. Now I want that one or two devotees from amongst you should follow my words as Mahabhakya with utmost love and establish yourself as a real upholder of religion. Not more, but one or two bhavas you should hold in high esteem and materialize them in life, utilizing your entire body. Utilizing your entire body, mind, and heart. You will then notice how religion will produce in you immensely great spiritual vibrations. Let you become the upholder of religion and insignia of fearlessness. It is my blessing at the end of the year. Joy.
Jai Guru. The Saraswata Sangha, the 715th Sangha Puja session report. It was May 3rd, 2020 from 7:15 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. Earlier, Srija and Fatima. Adivasa Puja was held at Nigam Mandira at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The morning session of Puja started at 7:15 a.m. with Pratikya. During Pratikya, Uditama and Arpitama sang Manu Puja Tora, Vipulana Deva, and Sajai Chu Fulasechan. During that time, all the devotees joined the puja either at Nigama Smruti Mandira or via teleconference. Sanjitavai performed the arati. Then Svitavaima sang the Bandana, Bandai Guru Charan, and Strutta Bandana. Janavai read the Paribrajakacharya followed by Swami Pratana for coronavirus, as in Samani and Asana Mandira Nitya Puja Pratana. Then Shivani Dvedima read Sangha Sevaka, 14th year, part 2, Bandana Pratana and Pratana Karanka Prati, where we read that the devotees are always duty bound, that God resides inside the devotees and directs them to all the work they do. He is also present in every living and inert being. The best worship is to feel his presence everywhere. After the reading of Sangha Sevaka, Manozima read Sri Sri Guru Gita, Shloka 102. Then Fatima invited Sri Sri Thakur Maharaj, Valivoga, and Thakur Maharaj, Bhais, Mas, and young aspirants to attend something session. The first session concluded with Jai Guru Mahanam Kirtan. After the first session, Valivoga was offered to Sri Sri Thakur, and Bhais, Mas, and young aspirants accepted Prasad. The second section of the puja started at 9:45 a.m. with Puja and Sukanyama singing Avahan. This was followed by Pranamana and opening of the asana. Then Miluma sang the Bandana, New Janmara Punya Khanda. Manolsima read the Paribrajapatra followed by Visupati Pranama by Amritama. Sushima read the Nigam Upadesha pages 262 to 263, which was about year-end blessings. After that, Saraswati read the minutes of the last Sangha Puja. Dipsitama read Chitti Stuma, letter number 56 and 76. In Chitti 76, Sri Sri Thakur advised Shah Matthew depend on Vishwara and all her needs would be met. In the letter 76, he says that sacrifice, patience, and forgiveness are the signs of sainthood. Gita Vaima sang a beautiful song in Hindi. Chapter 9, where we learned the importance of Guru and the definition of Diksha. The young session started with Shrija singing the Pratana Sangita, Bhulime Paruni Prem. Then Vijay led the discussion in the YA session and took the attendance of young aspirants and explained who Thakura is and answered questions from the young aspirants. Then Shrija and Fatima did their Rava Vinmaya Seva. It was followed by the invitation for Madhyana Varga and evening puja by Fatima. Then the Vashasai invited Sri Sri Thakura to the Sangha Puja to be held on May 10th, 2020. After that, Fatima prayed for forgiveness for any mistakes with Sri Sri Thakura, all Bhais, Mas, and young aspirants. The session concluded with Vidaya Pratana and Dayamaya Shicharane, sung by Shivani Mohantiva, and the asana was closed with Jai Guru Nama Kirtana. Yanavai took the attendance of Bhais and Mas present for the puja. Then Madhyana Bhoga was offered to Sri Sri Thakura, followed by Prasad Seva.
Hi, Jai Guru, mute Jai Guru. Premika Guru, page 109, Radha Krishna and Achintya Bhedaveda Tattva. The path of love for God followed by gopis is called Ragamarga, the path of Raga. To worship God with deep yearning and love of heart merged with the ocean of bliss by sacrificing the institutions of Vaidhimarga like Sandhya, Anhika, daily morning and evening rituals, Roja, Namaja, prayer, worship, etc., proper and improper actions, caste and family, social norms, joys and sorrows, mana and abhimana, sulkiness and arrogance, rule
rules and regulations, do's and don'ts, etc., into stream of the river called Kritinasa is termed the bhajan on Ragamarga. Sri Bhagavan enacted Brajalila to herald spiritual sadhana on Ragamarga. The Braja Gopis are the practitioners of this Ragamarga. Sri Bhagavan incarnated as Sri Krishna in Dwapara Yuga to propagate this Ragamarga. When it is necessary to establish certain dharma, it becomes essential to present the role model for it. Man cannot learn in the absence of any ideal. So Bhagavan himself, with the help of Yogamaya, assumed the desired physical form as Sri Krishna and enacted Leela in Brajadhama with the help of Yogamaya. Sri Radha was his principal companion in Brajalila. While discussing Bhakti Tattva, I have already mentioned earlier that the power of God, which is perpetually attracting Jiva on the path of infinite development, complete welfare and bliss, is called Krishna, and that by which we are attracted towards him, that is towards the attainment of infinite bliss, is called Bhakti. If Bhakti is seized by guna, attribute, the self of it is not realized. When it is unseized, it manifests itself in its real self like sun unveiled from the cover of cloud, and it is then termed prema. This prema is precisely the manifestation of Hladini Shakti of Satchidananda Bhagavan. God has primarily three powers: Hladini, Sandhini, Samvita-ke, Sarva Samsraya, Vishnu Puranam. These three powers, Hladini, Sandhini and Samvit, are anchored to God. Out of this, Hladini is the self of love, so it is called Radha. He who steals the mind of Sri Krishna is called Hara. Sri Radha, the self of bliss of Krishna, is indeed known as Hara. The word Radha is etymologically derived from the verbal root Radh, which means sadhana or worship or appeasement. One who performs sadhana or worships or provides joys is called Radha. One who attracts the power is called Krishna. The word Krishna is etymologically derived from the verbal root Kris, which implies to attract. He who attracts all indriyas of entity performing sadhana is Krishna. Hence, Radha and Krishna are one and the same Atma. They are separable and also inseparable like fire and its burning power. They remain eternally present within and outside of all organisms of the phenomenal world. So, Sri Krishna has told gopis, just as ether, air, fire, water, and earth, these five Mahatattva's, five basic elements, constitute the cause and action of all physical objects and remain present both within and outside of them. Similarly, I am also present as the cause and action of creation within and outside of all creatures. Hence, your separation from me is never possible. Sri Radha and Sri Krishna are one and the same Atma. Both of them assumed physical form in Brajadham to enable people to realize Prematattva and educate them to accomplish sadhana for attaining it. One has to first comprehend the spiritual import of Brajalila in order to realize it. Then only it will be easy to realize the true significance of the Leela. The intimate relationship between Jiva and Bhagavan cannot be compared with the other relationship except that of wife and husband of the real world. So the rishis have revealed that intimate relationship of yoga through Sri Radha Krishna Tattva of Brajalila. When Atma moves out and transcends Maya and the complexities of this world, it experiences Brajabhava. If one cannot kill Trinavrata, Aghasura and Bakasura, suggestive of violence and hypocrisy, one cannot attain Brajabhava. Prakriti, primordial nature, and is Brajeshwari, the presiding deity of Braja, in the Brajabhava. Vrindavan is the place of happy union of Brajeshwari. The salvation of man is not possible as long as the seeds of this holy attachment are not completely destroyed. According to Sankhya philosophy, this mundane reality emerges from union of Purusha and Prakriti. In fact, Purusha and Prakriti are densely attached to this worldly life. Their separation is the step to liberation. The 100 years of separation of Sri Radha, that is the 100 years of unattachment of Jivatma, culminates in salvation. After 100 years, Sri Radha unites with Sri Krishna. This union signifies Jivatma's salvation. The Hindu rishis have depicted the aforesaid secret tattva of yoga one by contemplating these physical figures. All forms of ecstatic union between Jivatma and Paramatma tattva in yoga and all levels of their realization and union are manifested in Sri Krishna Lila. Sri Krishna is performing Gocharana, that is grazing the cattle, which means Go implies praja, people, Charana implies rearing. He is rearing people in Gogas, the cattle field of the world. The filial love of parents is denser than the love of devotees. The love of Hindus for God is far greater than filial love. The filial love of Nanda and Yasoda cannot be compared with the love of Hindus for the God. The Hindus feed the gods with milk and butter, offer them the best things of heart, and worship them by offering sandal paste and flowers with devotion. They, like Nanda and Yasoda, also desire to tie Sri Krishna with hundreds of threads of affection. But there is also something far loftier love than such affection. It is Sri Radha's love for Sri Krishna. The love of Hindus for God gradually expands and becomes more condensed than the Vaiskalya Bhava. On its condensation, it ultimately reaches supreme state of love for Sri Radha. There is, however, some modest distance in relationship between wife and husband. It is true that a wife is very close to her husband, but she treats him with the sense of greatness and regards him as superior or guru. Only when a woman secretly loves another man, there exists no sense of greatness and the distance of superiority in her love. Sri Radha's love belongs to such unique category. This world is holding ground, or Chandrasena and anti-religious people like Jatila and Kutila, complex and hypocritical. So Radha loves Sri Krishna secretly, hiding it from them. She is extremely eager even for a moment's union. She is afloat with a sea of ecstasies. Sri Radha's ecstasy is far greater than attained by yogis on a moment's union. Sri Radha is mad with such love for Sri Krishna. This union is much more intense than that of wife and husband. However, this love can be compared with intense and clandestine love between man and woman. It is also like the love of Hindu yogis for God. The increasing effusion of that love is to be realized in Yoga Tattva, the theory of yoga. Brajalila is the external manifestation of that increasing effusion of love. Towards the end of Dwapara Yuga, when man with burning throat looked up to the shower of God's grace because of the harsh sadhana of karma and jnana, when man was wandering desperately for happiness, being disillusioned by desire, at the time At that time, Bhagavan incarnated in Brajadhama along with this Swadhini Shakti in the form of Radha Krishna in order to elevate man on the path of divinity, to endow him with supreme bliss and pour sweet stream of divine love into his thirsty throat. Love is the principal emotion of the world. Bhagavan accomplished Rasalila of Madhura Rasa with his own Swadhini Shakti in Vrindavan to offer Jiva with supreme love and to educate him about love and to awaken the world with love. The purpose of incarnation of Sri Krishna is to enable man to realize supreme love and to offer the nectar of love streaming from Bhagavan to lead him on the path of Nivriti, unattachment. Can any imperfect jiva be established in complete bliss? Can any jiva full of gunas and enveloped by gunas be the role model of Nirguna Prema? Is there anybody perfect in the imperfect world? So Bhagavan incarnates himself in every yuga for establishment of dharma. Assuming human body, Bhagavan enacted such divine play to grace the devotees so that on hearing it in the devoted people may act accordingly. That divine play is Brajalila. Sri Radha is central to that divine play. Sri Radha's Chitta, Indriyas, body and everything are engrossed in the love of Sri Krishna, and she is Sri Krishna's own Swadhini Shakti and helpmate of Rasakriya. She incarnated in Brajadham along with Astavritis like Sneha, affection, etc. 8 Vritis known as Sakhis, companions. Hence, Sri Radha is the supreme ideal in the sadhana of Gopi Bhava. Vrindadham is the divine abode in the mundane world. There, Sakhya and other bhavas attainable by love are present, assuming physical form. Every Hindu knows how these bhavas manifested in Bhajalila. Hence, I do not want to waste time portraying all these bhavas. I am describing briefly the Prema Vilas of Sri Radha from the verses of Supreme Rasika Bhakta Chandidas. Vibratavada, evolution of divine love, is defined as Prema Vilas, extravaganza of love, like Sambhoga Smruti, manifestation of excitement of love mounted on Vipralambha, the state of separation from the lover. This Vibrata Bhava encompasses 8-fold states: Abhisara, Visara Sajja, Utkanthita, Khandita, Vipralabha, Kalahanti Rita, Poschita Bhava, and Sadhina Bhartika of the beloved. All these states are fully expressed in the love of Sri Radha. When Srimati Radha was living as a chaste bride in the house of her husband Chandrasena, she had no knowledge of religion, spiritual action, and sadhana bhajan. Even she never met Sri Krishna. But when she heard of Sri Krishna from Sakhi's companions, she was overwhelmed with joy. She embraced the neck of the Sakhi with her lotus stalk like round and smooth hands and said, "Who indeed sounded like Nama Sama, newly I heard that Nama. On first hearing it occupied my thought and churned my heart from the start." She neither heard the name of Sri Krishna nor did she see his appearance. Just by hearing the name of Sri Krishna from Sakhi, she experienced an upsurge of such bhava. Just by hearing his name, my condition thus became, what will happen when I know not, or when the touch of his body I get? Just by hearing the name, she deeply yearned for getting the pleasure of his body. It is the chief component of Raganuga Bhakti. Thereafter, she had the darshan of Sri Krishna on the pretext of going with her Sakhis to bring water from Amuna and to pluck flowers from forest. From that time, her desire to get the touch of his body increased day by day. Sri Krishna also became almost mad to have darshan of Sri Radha. They expressed various signs of love through mutual exchange of arch looks and smiles. By and by, they continued to send messengers to each other. Sri Krishna met her in disguises on different pretexts, and they enjoyed their physical touch. Gradually, both of them grew restless. They could not manage without each other's union. Hence, the place of meeting was fixed. As soon as Sri Krishna gave the indication of playing on the flute, Sri Radha instantly reached the place. At first, Sri Krishna stole the clothes of gopis to test the intensity of their love. In that deep night, when the earth was flooded with sweet moonlight, people were fast asleep. Sri Radha, accompanied by her dear Sakhis, entered the dense forest and was engrossed in Rasakriya with Sri Krishna. That night, Sri Krishna repeatedly persuaded Sri Radha to refrain from such social action by indicating inherent fear of losing family, caste, and religion. But Radhika did not move an inch from her determination, so both of them united. From that day onward, Sri Radha entered the bower every night as the beloved and waited eagerly for Sri Krishna, preparing the bed and garland from him. What are the thoughts and moods with which he waited? That waiting is described in a picturesque manner. Kishori waited eagerly for him, but in vain.
ଗୀତଟାକୁ ଗାଇଦବା ଏଇଟା ପରେ ନେକ୍ସଟ ଟାଇମ୍ ବିଶ୍ୱରଞ୍ଜନ ଭାଇ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ୱିଥ୍ 116 ଟିକେ ଅଧିକା ଦେଇ ଦଉଛନ୍ତି କମେଇ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ we usually do some discussion here କିନ୍ତୁ ଭେଦାଭେଦ ତତ୍ତ୍ୱ ଗୋଟେ ଏମିତିଆ ଜିନିଷ ଯାହାକୁ ପ୍ରଚାର କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଶ୍ରୀମାନ ଗୌରାଙ୍ଗଦେବ ଜନ୍ମ ନେଇଥିଲେ ତାଙ୍କର ହଉ ପ୍ରଚାରଟା ହେଲା ଅଚିନ୍ତ ଭେଦାଭେଦ ତତ୍ତ୍ୱ ତାର କିଛି ଡିସ୍କସନ ନାହିଁ ଖାଲି ଶୁଣିବେ ପାଇଯିବେ ଯାହାର ଏଇ ଭାଇ ଯୋଉ ଗୀତଟା ପଢିବା ଆରମ୍ଭ କରୁଥିଲେ ତାର ଇଂଲିଶଟା ତାର ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଗୀତଟା ଗାଉଛି ଆପଣ ଖାଲି ୱାର୍ଡ ଗୁଡାକ ଶୁଣି ଯାଆନ୍ତୁ ମନ ପୁରା ବୋଧ ହେଇଯିବ ଜୟ
চমকলে ধ্বনি পাহিলা রজনী দাসিরা গজল পানি দাসিলা গজল পানি কটর হরি টপি টপি হরি নিধির পরিদা করি ধন ধন রাই চকিরে মনই কহমতে দেখিয়ানি কহমতে দেখিয়ানি বন্ধুবাসী বার পদ সাথী কান পারুলে পাই সজনী কহই কাজেহি দেখা নাহি কুঞ্জ দুয়ারু কুঞ্জ দুয়ারু আজি যায় সাথী আজু শ্রী কহিলা কথার সখীরে কহিলে খণ্ডন আসিলে নিকটর
from Katna Singh. जय गुरु भाई भाई प्रार्थना बोलिए
काम करते टाइम ହେଇଗଲାଣି ଆପଣ କଥାଟା ସ୍କିପ୍ କରିଦେବା ମୋର ନେକ୍ସଟ ୱିକ୍ ଯୋଉ ଗୀତଟା ଥିବ ବିଶ୍ୱଜିତ ଭାଇ ଆସାଇନ୍ ଟୁ ଲେଟ୍ସ ମୁଭ୍ ଅନ୍ ଟୁ
जय गुरु भाई संसार चैप्टर 9 Initiation in householder life. Through initiation diksha, one attains ultimate divine knowledge, accumulates signs and breaks the bondage. This is the origin and objective of word diksha. But how many people are really achieving this goal after initiation? How will they? Only an experienced person can rescue an inexperienced one. How can an inexperienced idiot guide another same kind? It is rare to find a Sadguru in commercialized Guru community who can remove the darkness of ignorance from the disciple and has an interest in doing so. How can those that are trapped in the same darkness and unable to free themselves be able to help others? How will Guru, wandering in the darkness and desperately crying for help, be able to remove the darkness of his disciples? His affirmations, ignorant and incongruent, commercial-minded people are gurus in the name only and a strange creation, just the inevitable of this era of Kali. During their daily ritual and prayer, this type of Guru Goswami only experience darkness instead of Soham, I am that. Just kill time thinking about their desire and other materialistic things. Then apply lead Gopimitra over their entire body and chant Gopi Vallabha. Blood in extra long monastic and they are rolling beads inside colorful silk palms. But their minds remain occupied in various thoughts and they keep talking about endless things during japa. Mind and ears are occupied in many directions, engaged in non-stop chatter, but at the same time there is no break in rolling of the beads. This type of Guru are constantly on move with sole intent of allowing and trapping disciple by hook or crook. Guru with true knowledge gained through endless sadhana do not consent to taking in disciples. I have also seen in my own eyes that many of these business-minded Guru actively solicit their disciples into getting ghee, clarified water, and secrets straight from their own home under pretense of removing ignorance and darkness. Once someone becomes a disciple of such Guru, what resource do they have? These Guru do not even hesitate from wishing a ill of their disciples if they do not receive their annual dues. The true objective of initiation will not be fulfilled if there will be only an annual exchange of silver coins for promising of spiritual upliftment of disciples. This is witnessed everyone. Each Guru came to their disciples' home, whisper a few words in their ears, collect a few silver coins, and leave. The helpless disciples, even after chanting the dry, lifeless mantra to the best of his ability, is left in the same state of darkness as before without any spiritual growth. The condition of this heart spirituality remains unchanged as before. Such Guru do not have an iota of ability to eradicate the ignorance and darkness of their disciples or to provide divine knowledge. How would this Guru ever command any respect to or be worthy of devotion? Oh, how unfortunate! Guru's blind aligns with selfishness in this Kali Yuga. If the soul could be uplifted in 5 minutes in exchange for some money, there would be no need for so many scripture or saints would not spend away in the forest performing extreme sadhana. They would be just enjoying their time like a modern gentleman.
जय गुरु ये मोर वैशाख पूर्णिमा थिला लास्ट वीक तो आज हमर कर्मकर्ता मानकर शपथ पाठ अछि सो मु आरंभ करूची तापरे आपण मानकर ना डाकिबी जहा ना डाकिबी से जो स्क्रिप्ट दिया है जी तकना कुछ शपथ पाठ दिया है कि विषय पठितले just read that. And then end of that say Jai Guru, we'll go to the next person. Jai Guru. Sri Jnanandan Devedi, Nigam Saraswata Sangha Puri, तथा अमेरिका सारस्वत संघर सभ्य मान द्वारा मनोनीत तथा केन्द्र संघ द्वारा अनुमोदित हुई श्री श्री ठाकुर महाराज अपार करुणा बल शाखा संघर परिचालन मंडल सदस्य और सभापति भाव आसंता 2021 वैशाख पूर्णिमा पर्यंत सेवा प्राप्त हुई श्री श्री ठाकुर श्रीचरण में शपथ कर कहूँ श्री श्री ठाकुर भावधारा अक्षुण्ण रखा चेष्टा करने संगे संगे संघर मर्यादा प्रति ध्यान दे संगसदी भाई और माँ मान मध्य प्रेम प्रीति भाव रक्षा करने को यत्नशील श्री श्री ठाकुर चरणाश्रित ध्यान जय गुरु निश्चित भाई
जय गुरु मु श्री विश्वजीत सुंदराय नीलाचल शासक संघ पुरी शाखा अमेरिका शासक संघर सभ्य मान द्वारा मनोनीत तथा केन्द्र संघ द्वारा अनुमोदित हुई श्री श्री ठाकुर महाराज अपार करुणा बल शाखा संघर परिचालन मंडल सदस्य और संपादक भाव में आसंता 2021 वैशाख पूर्णिमा पर्यंत सेवा प्राप्त हुई मु श्री श्री ठाकुर श्रीचरण में शपथ कर कहूँ मु श्री श्री ठाकुर भावधारा अक्षुण्ण रखा चेष्टा करने संगे संगे संघर मर्यादा प्रति ध्यान दे संघसेवी भाई और माँ मान मध्य प्रेम प्रीति भाव रक्षा करने को यत्नशील हेबी श्री श्री ठाकुर चरणाश्रित जय गुरु विश्वजीत
जय गुरु नाम
जय गुरु जय गुरु मु श्री वृंदावन साहू नीलाचल सारस्वत संघ पुरी शाखा अमेरिका सारस्वत संघर सभ्य मान द्वारा मनोनीत केन्द्र संघ द्वारा अनुमोदित हुई श्री श्री ठाकुर महाराज अपार करुणा बल शाखा संघर परिचालन मंडल सदस्य और कोषाध्यक्ष भाव आसंता 2021 मसीहा वैशाख पूर्णिमा पर्यंत सेवा प्राप्त हुई मु श्री श्री ठाकुर श्रीचरण में शपथ करी कहूँ मु श्री श्री ठाकुर भावधारा अक्षुण्ण रखा चेष्टा करने संगे संगे संघर मर्यादा प्रति ध्यान दे संघसेवी भाई माँ और पिला मध्य प्रेम प्रीति भाव रक्षा करने को यत्नशील हेबी श्री श्री ठाकुर चरणाश्रित वृंदावन जय
अश्विनी
जय गुरु श्री अश्विन नायक नीलाचल सारस्वत संघ पुरी शाखा अमेरिका सारस्वत संघर सभ्य मान द्वारा मनोनीत तथा केन्द्र संघ द्वारा अनुमोदित हुई श्री श्री ठाकुर महाराज अपार करुणा बल शाखा संघर परिचालन मंडल सदस्य भाव आसंता 2021 वैशाख पूर्णिमा पर्यंत सेवा प्राप्त हुई श्री श्री ठाकुर श्रीचरण में शपथ कर कहूँ श्री श्री ठाकुर भावधारा अक्षुण्ण रखा चेष्टा करने संगे संगे संघर मर्यादा प्रति ध्यान दे संघसेवी भाई और माँ मान मध्य प्रेम प्रति भाव रक्षा करने को यथाशील हेबी श्री ठाकुर चरण
रोमा भाई
जय गुरु मु श्री रमावल्लभ महापात्र नीलाचल सारस्वत संघ पुरी शाखा अमेरिका सारस्वत संघर सभ्य मान द्वारा मनोनीत तथा केन्द्र संघ द्वारा अनुमोदित हुई श्री श्री ठाकुर महाराज अपार करुणा बल शाखा संघर परिचालना मंडल सदस्य भाव आसंता 2021 वैशाख पूर्णिमा पर्यंत सेवा प्राप्त हुई मु श्री श्री ठाकुर श्रीचरण में शपथ कर कहूँ मु श्री श्री ठाकुरंकर भावधारा अक्षुण्ण रखा चेष्टा करने संगे संगे संघर मर्यादा प्रति ध्यान दे संघसेवी भाई और माँ मान मध्य प्रेम प्रीति भाव रक्षा करने को यत्नशील हेबी। श्री श्री ठाकुर चरणाश्रित प्रमावल्लभ महापात्र। जय गुरु। ब्रज भाई।
जय गुरु। मुसी ब्रजेंद्र पंडा नीलाचल शाश्वत संघ पुरी शाखा अमेरिका सारस्वत संघर सभ्यमान द्वारा मनोनीत तथा केंद्र संघ द्वारा अनुमोदित हो श्री ठाकुर महाराज अपार करुणा बल शाखा संघर परिचालन मंडल सदस्य भाव आसंता 2021 बैशाख पूर्णिमा पर्यंत सेवा प्राप्त होती। श्री श्री ठाकुर श्रीचरण में शपथ कर कहूँ श्री श्री ठाकुर भावधारा अक्षुण्ण रखा चेष्टा करने संगे संगे संघर मर्यादा प्रति ध्यान दे संघ से भाई और माँ मान मध्य प्रेम प्रीति भाव रक्षा कर यत्नशील है। श्री ठाकुर चरण
जय गुरु। I, Usha Agarwal, being nominated by the members of America Saraswata Sangha, a branch of Nigam Saraswata Sangha Puri, and approved by the Kendra Sangha, have been assigned to be a member of the governing body of a branch Sangha till next Vaisakha Purnima due to the immense grace of Sri Sri Thakur Maharaj. I promise at the lotus feet of Sri Sri Thakur that I will try my best to upkeep Thakur's Bhavadhara, keep a keen eye on the prestige of our Sangha, and promote love and affection among our members. Shri Shri Thakur, Charanashrita, Usha Agarwal. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Isswar bhai.
Jai Guru. मो श्री ईश्वर चंद्र विश्वल भाई नीलाचल सरस्वत संघ पुरी शाखा अमेरिका सरस्वत संघर सदस्य मानक द्वारा मनोनीत तथा केंद्र संघ द्वारा अनुमोदित हुई श्री श्री ठाकुर महाराज अपार करुणा बल शाखा संघर परिचालन मंडल सदस्य भाव आसंता 2021 बैशाख पूर्णिमा पर्यंत सेवा प्राप्त होती। श्री श्री ठाकुर श्रीचरण में शपथ कर कहूँ मु श्री श्री ठाकुर भावधारा अक्षुण्ण रखा चेष्टा करने संगे संगे संघर मर्यादा प्रति ध्यान दे संघसेवी भाई और माँ मान मध्य प्रेम प्रीति भाव रक्षा करने को यत्नशील हेबी। श्री श्री ठाकुर ईश्वर।
सुब्रत भाई।
Jai Guru. I, Subrat Naik, being nominated by the members of America Saraswata Sangha, a branch of Nilachal Saraswata Sangha Puri, and approved by the Kendra Sangha, have been assigned to be a member of the governing body of our branch Sangha till next Vaisakha Purnima due to immense grace of Sri Sri Thakur Maharaj. I promise in the lotus feet of Sri Sri Thakur that I will try my best to upkeep Thakur's Bhavadhara, keep a keen eye on the prestige of our Sangha and promote love and affection among our members. This is Thakur Janachita Subrat Naik.
Jai Guru. So first part is very last, so we have about 4 minutes or so. The kahar kichhi question tha kundu can discuss.
जय भाई मोर कथा समय क्वेश्चन से just a picture of that email to you so to you we can discuss privately. There are some confusions there, so and it will take little time. So but it has to be discussion rather than question answer.
Okay, you can start the discussion. We'll go take it out. What is it?
जय भाई मोनालिसा माँ कहूली मोर कथा शुभुची कि मु एक्चुअली इयरपॉड लगे मोर फर्स्ट हाफ रे शुभिलानी तो मु एकदम मु भाई माँ ठाकुर पाखे भूल मागे को चाहूली
ठीक अच्छे आप भाव विनिमय करदे से सब भूल पड़ेगा किसी असुविधा
चेष्टा करी कौन टा हूँ बोली जानी पार नी ठीक अच्छे भाई
नहीं माँ एवं पूरा बढ़िया शुणा किसी असुविधा नहीं कौन करिया आम सब टेक्नोलोजी आश्रय कर संघटा आरंभ होती सस्टेन भी होती so some of the destruction we get is also with technology, nothing more, nothing less.
मो टेस्ट भी का तो करी भी जानी पार नथली कोन पई सुबुनी बोली कि
ये ठीक है ये किसी असुविधा नहीं ठीक है
जरूर भाई समय सरी आसा सी हूँ प्रसाद संग्रह प्रथम भाग 3 नंबरटा बुझाऊँ क्षर अक्षर और पुरुषोत्तम ये भाई नंबर पचार शिशिर भाई पचार शरीर भितर जीवात्मार बासस्थान के जीवात्मा क्षर ना अक्षर कहते जीवात्मा बोली कौन पृथक वस्तु ना कहीं आत्मार आभास मात्र से चिदाभास में जीवात्मा कह जाए सूर्यर प्रतिबिंब घटर प्रतिफलित होगा भली जीवात्मा हृदय प्रकाशित होता है घट नाश हेल्ले प्रतिबिंब नष्ट हो जाए जीवात्मा क्षर क्षर अक्षर कले जहाँ बुझाए सहस्रार गला ठीक है प्रथम कथा कहले अक्षर कले जहाँ बुझाए से सहस्रार शिशु कहते पुरुषोत्तम कौन आम भितर अच्छे कह पारे श्री ठाकुर गोटे भाव अच्छा अन्य भाव ना शिष्य ताहले आम कौन अक्षर उपासना करूँ श्री ठाकुर कहते हाँ शिष्य ताहले तो मोरी उपासना करुच्ची श्री ठाकुर कहते हाँ शिष्य कहते अक्षर तो प्राप्ति घटिले से पुरुषोत्तम उपासना संभव होता है यहाँ किए बुझी होनी ठाकुर कहते हाँ पुरुषोत्तम परमात्मा निर्गुण और अमृत स्वरूप अक्षरत्व ईश्वरत्व मात्र ये जो लास्ट दुटा कथा को ठीक धरी हो
अक्षर माने नॉर्मली जोटा क्षर अक्षर आम बुझीचे क्षर जोटा क्षय प्राप्त हुए अक्षर जोटा हुए तो ब्रह्म को भी लक्ष्य करा कहते जो ईश्वरत्व लाभ हम तापर जाकि पुरुषोत्तम माने भगवान पुरुषोत्तम किसी नुहति भगवान गोटे नाम ठीक भगवान को उपासना करा जाए बोली कहते तो से बेसिकली एठी अक्षर जोटा कहते से ये एक पादर येटा को कहते अल्टिमेट जिनसटा ईश्वर बोली कहते ईश्वर हेल्ले भगवान को उपासना करते कहते कि पर डिस्कसन कर भितर को आगे डेप्थ रे जावाक पड़ो
एक्जाक्टली हाँ यहाँ से जो अक्षरत्व और पुरुषोत्तम डिफरेन्स कर दूसरी ठाकुर जो भाव से अक्षर तो कहते पुरुषोत्तम कहीदे परमात्मा व्हिच मेक सेंस किंतु निर्गुण और अमृत स्वरूप अक्षरत्व ईश्वरत्व मात्र मु मोर उपासना करुँची जोटा टी डिस्कसन करने दरकार मैंने राजधानी
नहीं मु मोरटा तो दैट इज तो ये वेदांतिक येटा मु मोर उपासना करछि
हाँ नहीं मु मोर उपासना करुँची माने जो तार आंसर आसला कौटू जे ताहले आमे कोन अक्षर उपासना करू
कहले हाँ
हाँ से कहन हाँ जे मु मोर उपासना करुँची
वेदांत जो प्रतिपाद्य विषय आप ज्ञान मार्ग जो धारणा से मु मोर उपासना कर 4 महावाक्य से महावाक्य से तेणु मोर उपासना कर अच्छी से जो ईश्वरत्व पुरुषोत्तम दीटा भर डिफरेन्स करें मुझे बुझी पारे टे कल डिस्कसन करवा टाइम तो लेट्स गो टू आवर यंग एस्पिरेंट सेशन Pratyusha, when you have time, let's start Pratna Sangita. Sorry.
Jai Guru. Tumi mumata, tumi mrutita, tumi mubandhu. Sakha, tumi mumata, tumi mupita, tumi ତୁମେ ମୋ ବନ୍ଧୁ ସଖା ତୁମେ ମୋ ମାତା ତୁମେ ମୋ ପିତା ତୁମେ ମୋ ବନ୍ଧୁ ସଖା ମଧୁ ସକାଳର ତୁମେ ଆଶିଷ ମଧୁ ସକାଳର ତୁମେ ଆଶିଷ ସନ୍ଧ୍ୟା ନାଇଲେ ତୁମେ ମୋ ବିଶ୍ୱାସ ସନ୍ଧ୍ୟା ନାଇଲେ ତୁମେ ମୋ ବିଶ୍ୱାସ ସମ୍ପଦେ ତୁମେ ବିପଦେ ତୁମେ ସମ୍ପଦେ ତୁମେ ବିପଦେ ତୁମେ ତୁମେ ମୋ ମାନ ରଖା ତୁମେ ମୋ ମାନ ରଖା ତୁମେ ମୋ ବନ୍ଧୁ ସଖା ତୁମେ ମୋ ମାତା ତୁମେ ମୋ ପିତା ତୁମେ ମୋ ବନ୍ଧୁ ସଖା ଅମର ପଥରେ ପାଦ ପଡ଼ିଗଲେ ଅମର ପଥରେ ପାଦ ପଡ଼ିଗଲେ ତୁମ ପଥ ଛାଡ଼ି ଅପଥରେ ଗଲେ ତୁମ ପଥ ଛାଡ଼ି ଅପଥରେ ଗଲେ ଆଶିଷ ଢାଳି ଆଦର କରି ଆଶିଷ ଢାଳି ଆଦର କରି ଦେଇଛ ମୋତେ ଦେଖା ଦେଇଛ ମୋତେ ଦେଖା ତୁମ ବନ୍ଧୁ ସଖା ତୁମେ ମୋ ମାତା ତୁମେ ମୋ ପିତା ତୁମେ ମୋ ବନ୍ଧୁ ସଖା ଅଝଟ ହୋଇଲେ ଆକଟ କରିଛ ଅଝଟ ହୋଇଲେ ଆକଟ କରିଛ ମଧୁର ବାଣୀରେ ହୃଦୟ ଭରିଛ ମଧୁର ବାଣୀରେ ହୃଦୟ ଭରିଛ ତୁମରି କଥା ଜୀବନେ ମୋର ତୁମରି କଥା ଜୀବନେ ମୋର ସ୍ନେହ ସମ୍ପଦ ଶିକ୍ଷା ସ୍ନେହ ସମ୍ପଦ ଶିକ୍ଷା ତୁମେ ମୋ ବନ୍ଧୁ ସଖା ତୁମେ ମୋ ମାତା ତୁମେ ମୋ ପିତା ତୁମେ ମୋ ବନ୍ଧୁ ସଖା ମାନିବି ଠାକୁର କଥାଟି ତୁମର ମାନିବି ଠାକୁର କଥାଟି ତୁମର ତୁମ ପାଶେ ରହି ହେବି ମୁଁ ନିଜର ତୁମ ପାଶେ ରହି ହେବି ମୁଁ ନିଜର ସେବା କରିବି ସେବିକା ହେବି ସେବା କରିବି ସେବିକା ହେବି ମାଗୁଛି ଏହି ଭିକ୍ଷା ମାଗୁଛି ଏହି ଭିକ୍ଷା ତୁମେ ମୋ ବନ୍ଧୁ ସଖା ତୁମେ ମୋ ମାତା ତୁମେ ମୋ ପିତା ତୁମେ ମୋ ବନ୍ଧୁ ସଖା ତୁମେ ମୋ ମାତା ତୁମେ ମୋ ପିତା ତୁମେ ମୋ ବନ୍ଧୁ ସଖା ତୁମେ ମୋ ବନ୍ଧୁ ସଖା
Jai Guru Young friends. we're going to start with attendance, and then Natisha, I'm going to ask you to explain what you just, the meaning of the song you just sang. Okay. Aditi?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Adhyasa?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Aisi?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Anhik?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Ansh?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Anshu?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Arnav?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Aram?
मैं से जॉइन करा दी जना का आराम आरोस
Jai Guru. Aryan?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Jamu?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Jan? Devangi? Divyam?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Divyam?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Eva?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Jagra?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru.
Mosik?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Latisha?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Pratyush?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Saraswat?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Sarsak? Bhakti?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Bobby?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Shilpi?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Shreya?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Manu?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Jimmy?
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Siddharth? Simran?
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Shrija?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Suhani?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Yukta?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Okay. So that's right here. So then let's start with that song. So, Jyotisha, can you explain the meaning of the song that you just sang?
Jai Guru. So this song means you are my mother and father and intelligence. Every morning, you share blessings with me. After sunset, you are my belief. You always stay with me. You are my only true friend. Always keep me as your servant. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Very good. And so that song, right, ties in with what we were talking about last week with Vijay, which was who is Thakura to us. And one of the things we talked about is how, and it says in the song, Thakura is our best friend. Thakura is everything to us. Anything that we need, any relationship that we need in life, he is all of those to us. And so this week, in the way that the young aspirant session has changed, so last week we focused more on our youngest young aspirant, the elementary school age, and now we're this week, so the second week of each month, is going to be focusing more on those that are around middle school age. So not just middle school, but in that middle segment of our young aspirant. And then next week will be our older young aspirants to high school and onwards. And so this week, since last week we talked about who Thakura is to us, this week what we're going to be talking about and what we're going to be thinking about is what is the Sangha to us and what the purpose of the Sangha is. Because we already know that we all gather together we are all devotees of Thakura, and we know who he is to us, or we have some idea of who he is related to us. Now, as we're all meeting, one of the questions that we'll ask, and in these sessions there will be various topics that we'll discuss, that we'll try to figure out, and at some point there will be readings, and we'll read and discuss those. But today we're going to focus on this idea of what is this? And so to start us out, rather than approaching that question just to begin with, let's think about what, when we think of the Sangha, what that means to us, what our experiences are. And then from there, we should be able to kind of move back and think about, okay, what's the purpose, and how does the Sangha achieve those purposes? So I'll go first, but I'm going to have three of you give your point of view on this, on what the Sangha is. So just so you're ready, I'm going to ask Ansh, Naitik, and Jimmy. So you three, I'm going to ask this particular question to. So think about, when you think about the Sangha, what does that mean to you? And what is your experience with it? So I'll go first, right? So to me, when I think of the Sangha, I have been a part of the Sangha since the America Saraswata Sangha began. And so it's been a big part of my life. And when I think of it, I think it's of it as a huge group of people. I think of the Samalani. I think that we all think of us all worshiping Thakura and doing his Deva. And I think of it a lot of ways like a family. And those are the initial thoughts that I have. And so my experience is learning more about Thakura through it. And my experiences have a lot to do with playing with the other kids that were my age, growing up with them, learning more about Thakura, and doing a lot of seva. And so that's what I think of when I think of them. Okay, so Ansh, what do you think of?
Jai Guru, so when I think of the Sangha, I think of like you said, group where a group of people that share like a common heritage or a common goal come together to like support each other, to like just learn about like Thakura and what he wants, like what we should be doing, the teaching.
Okay. Excellent. So common goals, and we're working together. Okay, nice. What do you think of?
So Jai Guru, when I think of the Sangha, I mainly think of Thakura and like about his life, because like he made the Puri ashram too. Mm-hmm. So I think mostly of Thakura.
Okay. Good. That's another different perspective, which is always useful. Okay, then Jimmy, what do you think of?
I think that the Sangha is where we worship Thakura and meet together and pray him, basically.
Okay. And so we worship Thakura, we meet, and we pray together. Okay. So based off of the experience that you all have heard, that Ansh, Naitik, and Jimmy thought of, what I thought of, what you guys, in your own, when you were thinking, when you heard the word, what you all think of, then what do we think the main purpose of the Sangha is? Why was it established? Why did Thakura establish it? Bubbly? What do you think?
Jai Guru, I think Thakura established the Sangha so we could all come and pray together and learn more about learn more about spirituality, and and we could learn about him, and that's all. Jai Guru.
Okay, so pray together, learn about spirituality, learn about him. Vidya, what do you think the purpose of the Sangha is?
I think the Sangha was to show us there's the teachings of Thakura, so they can also lead a spiritual life.
So we can lead a spiritual life, so it's showing us the teachings of Sakura for that. The spiritual, that's another word both of you have used. Okay. Pratyush. What do we think the purpose of the Sangha is?
Gregor, I think the purpose of a Sangha is to, like, first you have to know who you are, and then you can share knowledge.
Okay, so for us to figure out who we are, and then we can share our knowledge. Okay, Saraswati?
Guru, I think it's more of a platform. It's a platform where we can learn about Chakra, and other kids have been saying, for spiritual learning as well.
Okay, and for spiritual learning as well. So, So then, so you're saying platform. Is that different from just a gathering place, or is there something that you're thinking of specifically when you use the word platform?
Gregor, I think, when I said platform, I think it's like where Chakra is. Like, Chakra is actually present there.
Okay. So it's basically a tool that he's using. So he's present, and so when you say platform, it's something he's using for us to learn all of us. Is that correct?
Gregor, yes.
Okay. And Manu, what do you think the purpose of the Sangha is?
For everybody to share their knowledge, Gregor.
For everyone to share their knowledge. Okay. So, based off of what you all have said, what we agree on is that the Sangha is a place. Its purpose seems to be a couple things. One, it's a place, all of us agreed, it's a place where we learn about Chakra. So it's a place that we gain knowledge. And some of you also use the word not just Chakra, but just spirituality in general, which for our Sangha can be one and the same. Then we have also this idea of supporting each other through the Sangha and learning and sharing our knowledge. And all of that knowledge, again, comes back to Chakra, comes back to spirituality. The other thing that Saraswati said this pretty concisely, it's a platform for Chakra to share that knowledge with us. So it is a vehicle of his in that way. So our agreement is that the purpose of the Sangha is to, I guess, show us Chakura's teachings and help us on that path. Then that's the purpose. All of these things that we do are in service to the purpose. So if we look in establishment of our specific Sangha, that is one of the stated purposes that we have. It's one of the things we write on our website, that the Sangha is there to help all of us in our path to spirituality, and one of those things is learning about Chakra, learning about what he would have wanted for us when he is not here physically to tell us. Okay, so then if we have a purpose as a Sangha, in what ways, what things do we do as an organization that function to achieve this purpose? So in what ways do we make sure that this group is helping the people, the members of it, learn about Chakra, support each other, and share our knowledge? Divya?
I'm sure.
Yeah, sure. That's okay. Well, so then let's ask nicely. What ways do we as a group achieve our purpose?
Can you repeat the question again?
Okay. So we just defined, like, all of you guys talking, right? The purpose of this movement is mainly to help us all that are members of it learn about chakra and spirituality and help us on that journey through various means, and that's a vehicle of chakras for us to be able to do all of that. So then, in what ways, as an organization, thinking about your experiences, what we do, in what ways does the Sangha help us achieve that?
The Sangha helps us achieve that. Like every Sunday we have Puja, and then there's a lot of books about Thakur's life, and then all his letters he wrote to his disciples, like explaining what to do and like giving his advice.
Right. So in the Sangha Puja we read together. And so his own advice is showing us all of those places, and that helps us learn. Okay. Aryan, what other ways do we achieve our goal as a Sangha? What other ways do we pursue this goal? Purpose.
Jagru, I just think in general, following Thakura's teachings is the best thing that we can do, listening to Thakura's words and just trying to like carry out those actions in our daily lives and being conscious of what we're doing the best way.
Right. And so then how does being a part of the Sangha help us do that?
Well, I feel like when we're part of a Sangha, we're with other people with with a similar mentality, and together we can like listen to Thakura's words and just try to build each other up and follow his advice to become better people in general.
Right. Right. So then I think that brings me to the next question that I have, which is, so we know, right? We know that Thakura is our guru. We have, and we talked about last week, we've talked about at other points, what our connection is to him, how he is looking out for us, how his advice, his desires, all of those things that he needs us to know, all of that are going to guide us to have better lives, to be better people, to progress on our spiritual journey. And so we have that relationship with Thakura. And I'm sure many of you notice that you, at home, do puja, you do prayers, you interact with Thakura daily, just in your own homes, and not as part of a Sangha. So then what reasons did Thakura have to establish the Sangha for us? So why would we need the Sangha? So I already hit on some of that, right? We have similar mentality, we can help each other out. But why specifically the Sangha, why is that helpful? Gemma.
I didn't really understand the question.
Okay. So we already, we can worship Thakura on our own. You can think of Thakura at any time. You can read his books at any time on your own, right? But you have the Sangha, and that is, and all of us are here right now, so clearly we're deciding to join this. We're deciding to be active in the Sangha. So why would Thakura have us join a Sangha, have us be part of a Sangha, instead of just doing things on our own?
Okay, because when we come together, we can share our points of views on topics, and by the unity, I guess, you can have one similar idea that you can all focus on and follow. Because if you were on your own, you would all have different ideas on different topics, but that wouldn't really go towards Thakura, it wouldn't,
So all of us might have different ideas of what's going on, but maybe by coming together, we can figure out what is the best way to go forward.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay, so then what other reasons might there be, or what other things give this idea of coming together as a group strength? Bobby.
Can you repeat the question, Jagger?
So what other things give this idea of having a Sangha strength? Like, what are the other benefits of it?
You can confer and ask other people on how they're able to do like different types of meditation, or you can ask them questions you had about after reading some of his teachings and how we can carry that out.
Right. So if you don't know something, probably somebody, the bigger the Sangha is, the more people there are to ask. Somebody might have an idea, and then they can help you. And let's see, Yukta, what other things what other things are helpful about being in a Sangha?
Well, being a part of this Sangha, even though we do things by our own, for example, we pray to him, and he gives us advice. Some of us don't understand it, and if we're doing this by ourselves, we won't have like a good idea of what he's saying. If we came together as a Sangha, we will be able to understand more and share our ideas, or like what we think about it, our point of views.
Right. And I think that's really important, right? We have this idea we come back to. We have our different points of views. We have our different ways that we're going to interpret the advice that Thakura has given. And currently, Thakura is not here in a physical body for us to go up to him and ask him, and he's going to respond and say, yes, this is what I meant. No, this is not what I meant. He can't do that physically, but he does it. And I think it was Saraswata said it earlier, right? The Sangha is a platform for Thakura to share all of this knowledge with us. And so like you all have been saying, there are all these teachings that Thakura has. There are all of these books that we read, and we can interpret that advice. But at the end of the day, in order to get the best reading of it, the best idea of what's going on, in order to push away any confusion that we might have, it's better for us to work together and come to a conclusion that way. Because if all of us agree on something, likely that is because Thakura guides us in that way to agree on that. And so he has given us, and he has told us that the Sangha will be a vehicle of his will, what he wants us to do. And together we can help each other and guide each other in that direction to be able to do that. Kind of like we're doing now, right, where we're having this discussion of what the Sangha is, and all of you are bringing in your own points of view. And we do this all the time. And by discussing, we are coming to conclusions, right? Now, are we always going to come to an agreement at the end of something? Manu, do we always agree in the Sangha? Does every single person always agree on exactly what's being said?
I agree. No, not always.
Not always. Then what do we do?
Regularly explain our ideas and why we think so, but everybody is welcome to have their own idea.
Great. So we explain to each other, we talk to each other, and we try to figure it out. And we as a Sangha know that we're in this together. So even though we don't always agree on everything, our purpose is, as we established earlier, is for us to learn about Thakura, to move forward in our spiritual journey, and to support each other and share our knowledge with each other. So even if we disagree, we can still learn a lot from each other. And even when we disagree, we can still have our faith that Chakra is going to lead us in the right direction if we just keep talking to each other, keep trying to understand each other's points of views, and see what is going to be the right thing. And he will get us there, some way or the other, through all of us working together, even when we do disagree. Okay, we have about a minute, and I haven't really engaged the young aspirants. What we're going to end this with, so you established what Sangha is, what that means to us, what our purpose is, how we achieve that purpose, why it's important that we do it in this way. Let's end with a couple thoughts of what does it feel like to be in the Sangha? So I see, what does it feel like to be in the Sangha?
You can learn from other people.
You can learn from other people. And how does that make you feel? Do you like that part? Do you not like it? What's your favorite part about being in the Sangha? Okay. What's your favorite part about being in the Sangha?
My favorite part about it is learning about Thakura, more about him, how his life was, and learning and reading some Taku books if there is Taku books there, and I think that's it.
So, like, we like learning about Thakura, we like learning from each other, and I mean that's the purpose. That's how we fulfill our purpose. And so with that, that's the end of our time. I think Suhani has other than Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, Bhais, Naz, and young aspirants. This is my first Baba Purnima. I am very blessed to have the opportunity to share my thoughts and feelings here today. Right now, as we all know, the coronavirus is happening all over the world. In the USA, there were 1.3 million people with the corona. In Michigan, where we live, there are over 46,000 people with the corona. It is very scary to think about how many people have gotten the corona in the United States. I always have scary thoughts about corona never ending and humans going extinct from it like dinosaurs. Another thought that pops in my head is my friends and family getting corona. When I have these scary thoughts, I pray to Thakura that it will get all over, which helps me feel more safe. The corona has made me stay at home for over a month and a half now. This makes me feel like an animal in a cage at the zoo. I really miss going to school and having fun with my friends. I'm very mad that this happened, especially during this time when most of my friends' birthdays are, and the fact that the weather is much better now. I'm mad this happened in general because it impacted and killed so many people. This situation also has really changed our way of schooling. Now I get work online from my teacher to do it till the end of the school year. It is very weird seeing my class on a screen and not being with them all in a classroom. This situation may be really horrible, but it really helped me connect with my family more. Another change that has really happened in our household due to the corona is our way of shopping. Now we just order food and necessary supplies online to get it delivered to our house. I hope you stay inside, you stay safe, keep clean, and wash your hands as well. Happy Mother's Day. Jai Guru.
ବେଶୀ ସେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଫୋନ୍ ମ୍ୟୁଟ୍ ଅଛି ବୋଧେ Right, let's keep and go to Monalisa.
Jai Guru. Jai Guru Bhai. First, ମୋ ଭାଇ ମା ଠାକୁର ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ଭୁଲ ମାଗିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛି। ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ସେସନ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ସେସନର ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରଣ କରିପାରିଲିନି। Other than that, for the Bhava Vinima, we just went through in the kids session about what Sangha is for everyone. I was thinking I wanted to share a little bit about what Sangha has been for me. I have been a part of Sangha as a kid in India growing up until now here. For me, Sangha has been a big, tremendous platform for guidance, focus, and really for tying spirituality to practicality. Till today also, Thakura is like a parent to me. I believe I'm very practical still, but however, I have always been able to follow Thakura's teachings, his prayers, and also Bhai and Ma have guided me through and through. I mean, they do, Bhai and Ma, I see them doing great in their lives while applying Thakura's messages at every step. Through the discussions and talks in the Sangha, I find guidance to go through in the right direction whenever I'm conflicted. However, more like by myself, more a बहुत भूल त्रुटि रहुची एबे as I get through all these worldly affairs, work, gate, etc. I feel I could do more spiritually, which I am not able to do right now. For now, I can only pray and hope Thakura and everybody forgives me for all these mistakes, and Thakura keeps his guiding light on me. That's all I wanted to share. Jai Guru.
जय गुरु भाई सुविधा जय आज बहुत भल जिनस आम सब डिस्कसन कराई आम शिखिले कि केमती निजर सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन नहला पर्यंत सत्तरे धर्म साधना हो पारिबनी आम प्रेमिक गुरु रे पढ़ले कि केमती विदाउट एग्जांपल्स देखिकी कि विदाउट इंस्पिरेशन आम सतरे जिनस शिखी पारिबानी से राधा कृष्णंकर केमती से माने फिजिकल फॉर्म नेले आमको प्रेम तत्व शिखा आम संसार पथरे देखले कि सत ट्रू गुरु रो इम्पोर्टेंस कौन आमर स्पिरिचुअल अपलिफ्टमेंट आम यंग एस्पिरेंट सेशन रे डिस्कस कले कि आम संघर पर्पसटा कौन आम संघ कौन करुची से पर्पस अचीव करिया पे यही समय जिते कि आम समस्ते घरे रही काम करुचु ओडिशा रे किछि बहुत जगह संघ को समस्ते जाई पारना संघ सेवा करि पारना किंतु आमे आई थिंक से यूनिकली प्रिपेयर्ड थिलु आगु क्योंकि कहीं ना हमर जेतु सबु जिंस ऑनलाइन होची मोस्ट ऑफ द थिंग्स काइंड ऑफ सॉर्टेड आउट आमे ठीक भाव रे संघ करि परछु आ इनफैक्ट मु भाबुची कि एई समय मते पर्सनली टिके बेसी समय मिलुची जेहेतु सकाळे संध्यारे कम्यूट नाही आ सेही समय ही पूजा समय मते टिके डेली पूजा क्रिया और ग्रंथ पाठ करिया को टिके अधिक समय मिल पाछि एक्चुअली हमर फोकसटा टिके स्थूल जिंसरु मते लागु टिके सूक्ष्म को आस जाई छी एई सेटा मो हिसाब रे टिके भलो जिंस हमको टिके निज ऊपर ध्यान देवा को समय मिलुची निज सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन करिया को समय मिलुची किंतु गोटे एक्सेप्शन कि एथर सम्मेलन का टिके घुंची गला हमर फिजिकल संघ हेबा टिके कष्ट ए समय रे किंतु गोटे कथा हिटी देखिया को हबो कि जेहेतु फिजिकली हमें मिसी पारु ना हमर भाव विनिमय रो इम्पोर्टेंस ता बढ़ी जाउची जतो आमे कहा कथा सुनु कि कथा पढ़ू ठाकुरंकर बही पढ़ू हमको किछि किछि जिंस बुझा पड़े यदि आमे सेटा कहा संगे डिस्कस करू हमको कि बेसी बुझा पड़े किंतु जतो बेले आमे सेटा कहा को सिखेया को चेष्टा करू कि जतो बेले आमे सेटा को भाव विनिमय करू मते लागे इन प्रिपरेशन फॉर दैट आउट सेटा करने समय हमको आहरी बेसी बुझा पड़े। आम गोटे कथा चिंता करने को सब मत ठीक लगे कि आम जो जिनस को सुख पाऊ जो जिनस को भल पाऊ ताधर आम कि एक्सपेक्ट करना जदि आम से सतरे भल पाऊ सेमती जदि आम ठाकुर को सतरे सुख पाऊ आम ठाकुर को किसी प्रतिदान एक्सपेक्ट करना तार अर्थ है कि जिते बड़े आम किसी गुरुंकर वाक्य पालन करने को चेष्टा करूँ आमर किसी मटेरियल एक्सपेक्टेशन ना आमको सब ठाकुर पाखे यही कामना रहा कथा कि आमको खाली भक्ति करने को से शिखातु अन्य किसी नुहे आमर निजर कामना वासना किसी न रो आम मटेरियलिस्टिक बिलोंगिंग्स कि निजर एबिलिटीज रे दिन हो पारू किंतु आमर जो स्पिरिचुअल ऑप्शन अच्छी से आम दिन नुह आम हेलु श्री गुरुदेव संतान जगत गुरुंकर संतान आमर स्पिरिचुअल ऑप्शन रे कौन सी लिमिट ना से आमको निजर कामना वासना छाड़ी सेवारे ही लगे सब ना जिते बड़े निजर तृप्ति पे आम किसी जिनस करूँ से कामना किंतु जदि आम भावु ठाकुर माने भगवान भल माने सी कौ जिनसा भल पाइबे जो आम कम करूँ से सत्य प्रेम आदि सी सुखी हेले से भाव जदि आम किसी सेवा करूँ से सत्य गोपी भाव आ माने मु भल कार्य कर सुखी हूँ नुह किंतु भगवान सुखी होती इच्छा अच्छी से मुझे कामटा करवा कथा आमको सब जिन हिसाब से ठाकुर को यही प्रार्थना करमको यहाँ को ठीक भाव शिखातु कि आम केमी निजर कामना न करी जहाँ जो जिनसर इच्छा से सेवा आम ठीक से करूँ से सेवा आम ठीक से शिखिपारू से प्रार्थना करके जय गुरु।
तुलसी भाई निमंत्रण कर दिखाँ आगे मध्याह्न भोग संध्या पूजा
मुझे श्री ठाकुर को मध्याह्न भोग एनएसएम मध्याह्न भोग आ संध्या पूजा आ सब भाई माँ मान गृहासन संध्या पूजा थी से निमंत्रण कर समस्त जगत जय
Jai. I invite Shri Shri Thakura, all young aspirants, Bhais and Mas to our next session to be held on May 17th. But please join our puja and make it a success. Jai Guru.
जय गुरु ठाकुर ठाकुर आमर आसंता परवर्ती संघ पूजा मु पाड़िया से हिसाब से आपन को अनुरोध करुच्ची आपन संघ पूजा उपस्थित रही डियर भाई young aspirants as the padia for our next Sangha Puja. I also invite you all to attend the puja and जो मान सेवा रही सेवक सेविका मैंने से अनुरोध करुच्ची जमी सेवा ठीक ठीक भाव आम कर प्रार्थना करा निजी सप्ताह प्रस्तुत करवा जय गुरु।
जय गुरु। आज सेवार जहाँ जानतर अजाणत द्वारा भूल हो जाए ठीक समय मोर भी माइक टा अनम्यूट कर पार्लिनी सकाळ पूजा मु ठीक समय योगदान कर पानी से अजाणत जहाँ भूल भाल हो ठाकुर चरण में भाई माँ मान यंग एस्पिरेंट्स को पाखे क्षमा प्रार्थना करुच्ची ठाकुर को निवेदन करुच्चे कि एमती भूल आ न हो। जय गुरु।
जय गुरु। दया मोय श्री चरणी एहि निवेदन
प्रेममय श्रीचरणी एहि निवेदन निरन्तर तव नाम करिबि मरण निरन्तर तव नाम करिबि मरण इहा छड़ा नर इब इतर कामना इहा छड़ा नर इब इतर कामना एहि मात्र भिक्षा मोर एतिकी प्रार्थना एहि मात्र भिक्षा मोर एतिकी प्रार्थना तुमे प्रभु मोहि दास एहि अहंकार तुमे प्रभु मोहि दास एहि अहंकार एकमात्र जीव अल संसार प्रभु एकमात्र जीव प्रबल संसार एथि लगी जेबे काले न मिले मुक्ति एथि लगी जेबे काले न मिले मुक्ति तथापि रखिबि मने अनंत ध्रुपदी प्रभु तथापि रखिबि मने अनंत ध्रुपदी तुम्हारी दृष्टि भीतरे तुम्हारी जगते तुम्हारी दृष्टि भीतरे तुम्हारी जगते पड़ीथिबी जहीं कहीं तुम्हारी इंगिते प्रभु पड़ीथिबी जहीं कहीं तुम्हारी इंगिते दंत परे रचनार अभिनव रूप दंत परे रचनार अभिनव रूप देखी देखी आसी जीव असल स्वरूप प्रभु देखी देखी आसी जीव असल स्वरूप मिलाई न पारे जेबे तब चंद्रेश्वर मिलाई न पारे जेबे तब चंद्रेश्वर तब नामे भाई जीवी भंगा बीणा मोर प्रभु तब नामे भाई जीवी भंगा बीणा मोर शुणु बन शुणु केहि शिव अहंकार शुणु बन शुणु केहि शिव अहंकार तुमे प्रभु मुहि दास एतिकी संस्कार प्रभु तुमे प्रभु मुहि दास एतिकी संस्कार प्रेममय श्रीचरणे करे निवेदन प्रेममय श्री चरणे करे निवेदन प्रेममय श्री चरणे करे निवेदन प्रेममय श्री चरणे करे निवेदन तुम जय गाउथिबी सारा जीवन प्रभु तुम जय गाउथिबी सारा जीवन प्रभु तुम जय गाउथिबी सारा जीवन प्रभु तुम जय गाउथिबी सारा जीवन जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय